In this episode, I talk about pre-workout supplements, stress and fat gain, and meditation. Thanks for watching the AskJKlein show. I am obviously Jason, back again for episode 3. Let's get right into the questions. So the first one is from an old friend of mine, Lieutenant Harrison. What's going on, LT? I'm glad you reached out and asked this question about pre-workouts. He's basically asking, he said, Jason, what's your take basically on pre-workouts and the supplementation types of things? And that's a good question. I also noticed that you're now a lieutenant in the National Guard, so thank you for your service, first of all. Second, that's a great question to ask, because I think everybody is faced with the question of, should I be taking supplements? Is it really going to work? Oh, they don't work, etc. Just the connotations keep coming, almost endless. It's safe to say that I've been around the block several times with pre-workouts, especially pre-workout supplements, but also all forms of supplementation aside from the crazy anabolic steroids and whatnot. But as far as pre-workouts, back when I would actually experiment moderately with pre-workouts, mainly before I was all into this fitness thing as a student of the fitness industry versus just kind of like the guy that's wanting to go to the gym because he wants to get bigger or wants to get faster, stronger, etc. After I started understanding more about my own physiology, about my own body, how I really perform in people, in the human body performance in general, which we can all relate to because we all have the same basic genetic code. I personally have seen no dramatic improvements with those type of ergogenic aids as far as supplementation is concerned. And I don't know, you mentioned a few that are so new that I don't even know what they are, but they're all probably related to kind of the No Explode, all those crazy hyped brands that aren't all bad. I'll give it to them for a few things, mainly post-workout supplementation recovery. But going back to the pre-workouts, anything, caffeine is known to stimulate a little bit of additional neurological response. Basically, you're going to get more force. You're going to find you're able to recruit more force. But as far as endurance athletics and things of that nature, fat loss, you're not going to see dramatic improvement. And if you do see an improvement, it's not directly related to that supplement. So my bottom line, my take on pre-workouts is they don't really do anything additional for you. Cool, so on to the next topic. So stress and fat gain. This is a big one. Almost all of us, if you're watching this, you probably have read or heard or discussed something or overheard this somewhere within your lifetime so far, that stress is related to fat gain and fat storage. Well, it's really true. I actually just watched a short video about 25 minutes ago, and I actually read something else on stress and what it does to the brain psychologically and neurologically as well. And it really is related. There's more that's going on with fat gain aside from aside from cortisol storage. There's a lot more to it than just cortisol, but at the end of the day, cortisol is a big player. This next topic that I'm going to talk about is kind of the way that I combat stress. I really want to get into this, so I'm just going to skip over to the last topic because it's how I deal with stress. It's how I deal essentially with fat gain, but a lot of other things like short-term memory loss and all this other stuff. So let's get into the last question. Cool, so last topic is on meditation. And meditation, in terms of people, when you say the word meditation, you probably think of yoga and, I don't know, things of that nature. But I recently, this past May, I started meditating, and it's not the traditional form of meditation. It's actually based on brain waves
and certain frequencies. For instance, it's called HoloSync is my program, HoloSync, and I'll put a link in the comment section. And basically what it is, I put my headphones in and you listen to basically nature sounds like water, birds, but in the background there are these frequencies that are going off essentially in the headphones, because it's technology that has been researched for almost 2 decades now. And these frequencies stimulate brain waves, and these brain waves are proven to increase gray matter in the brain. And this is also linked, of course, with serotonin stimulation and all these other hormones in the brain. That dopamine is one, serotonin, that essentially suppress cortisol as well. So I've been doing this since May, June, July, August, almost going on 4 months, pushing 5 months now, and it's mainly helped in my rest, sleeping, of course, because I do it before I go to bed. I try to do it first thing when I wake up, and it's been great for me, and I highly recommend it. If I guess I've done it long enough to now where I can say that the biggest long-term gain, benefit that I've had from it is, I think, just more focus. I've been able to focus more, but I can't imagine what it's done for my health, my brain health, things that you can't see, right? Like I am really interested to see or to know, brainstorm maybe what it's done for me. So that is it. That is it for episode number 3 of the AskJKlein show. I want you to keep asking questions. I'll keep answering them. Don't forget to subscribe wherever that is on here. Subscribe. And we will see you guys for episode number 4. See ya.